How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a hopeful. I know it's going to be good. It's Twin Elephant, one of my favorite breweries from Jersey. Hopeful goodness in the form of their Gnocchi d'Estate, which is Summer Nights, I believe, in Italian. This is an Italian Pilsner coming at 5.4% alcohol by volume. We're jumping right in. Yeah. Twin Elephant is one of my favorite breweries in all of New Jersey. One of my favorite tap rooms to visit, but we're in COVID times, so we are kind of stuck with growlers or crowlers or any form or fashion like that, which I usually don't have a problem with, but they're not super close to where I live, so that means I got to take a little ride. And since you can't sit in the tap room and hang out and do all those kind of fun things, I don't make that ride that often. But my mother-in-law decided to purchase a vehicle 10 minutes away from Twin Elephant. I go and I get beer. And lo and behold, they released this today. Italian Pilsners are the beer du jour as of late. Everybody's doing them. Been around for a couple of years, but they've really come to a head lately. And they're essentially the difference. They're Pivo Pils or Tipo from over in Italy. But a more aggressive dry hopped Pilsner, I guess you would say. Anyway, I mean, she looks all the part of a Pilsner. That head retention is completely gone. A little concerning. She looks nice. She looks pretty. She looks chuggable. But man, that head dissipated really quickly. I almost think maybe I left a little residual soap or something like that in the actual beer itself for how fast it went away. Anyway, let's get a nose. I mean, it smells exactly like what I would imagine would be just like a Czech Pilsner. A nice kind of zazzy kind of Tettnanger kind of hoppiness, on top of this nice Pilsner malt, a little bit of crackery sweetness. Nothing crazy as far as any kind of sulfur lager vibes. More just a really clean, crisp, well-made, malt-leaning in a good way, because it's not a heavy beer by any stretch of imagination, but malt-leaning, nice, soft kind of Pilsner. Is it overly aggressive in the hop? Not in the nose, but you'd expect that a little bit with the aggressive dry hopping that comes with Italian Pilsner, but she smells like a really good Pilsner nonetheless. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. There's a real aggressive lager vibe to this. Didn't really get much of that in her nose, but there's this nice soft lager funkiness. I don't even want to say soft. It's pretty aggressive, but it's soft in the grand scheme of things when it comes to beer. So it's giving off lager vibes, heaps of soft lager funkiness. When I say lager funkiness, for me, it's always a mixture of a little bit of kind of sulfur vibes, just very, very, very small, and then a little bit of almost like a saison kind of yeast component. I know it doesn't make much sense, but that's how it comes off to me, with a little dabble of a melon huskiness. That's pretty much how lager, a well done for me kind of lager, kind of yeastiness kind of comes off. And that's the way this one's coming off, but a little bit more aggressive. Now, I assume that also is a pairing with whatever hops they use. I'm not quite sure what hops they used on this, but it tastes like that combination of that lager yeastiness in combination with a more kind of fruity, maybe more tropical fruity kind of hoppiness is kind of marrying together. Bring that all to a head and kind of propping the beer up. Nice soft Pilsner malt, nothing too crazy. Carbonation is absolutely 100% fine, even though the head doesn't look that way. It's really tasty stuff. It's what the kids call nowadays a crispy boy through and through. Yeah, you just want that big head. You want that kind of, that slow pour Pilsner kind of thing going on when you have a Pilsner. So, blind, not actually seeing it in there. You don't see it. I go like this, only I can't see it. You would be like, okay, this is a tasty Pilsner, tasty small little lager. Just not seeing that head there and seeing how dead it is kind of pushes down the kind of experience a little bit, at least visually. But taste-wise, it's on point. Yeah. Nothing to be poopy pants about on this one. So I can drink this. This whole crowler is going to go super fast. As you can see, typically when I pour a decent amount of beer, I don't get this far down that quickly. This is going to be easily drank throughout the night. Not even throughout the night. Over the next hour, going to be gone. It's a chugger. It's a summer chugger. It's crispy boy. It's exactly what people want in these nice, hot, humid. What other adjective did I want to use there? Can't think of it. Anyway, steamy. Let's go steamy. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yeah, it is hitting the spot. Exactly what I wanted. It's just that head retention is just a poopy part of it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's coming off as it's carbonated well on the taste. So it's more of a visual thing than anything else. Anyway, stop rambling. Is this one of the better Pilsners / Italian Pilsners I've had as of late? Yes, definitely worthy of the conversation. I've had quite a bit. There's ones that I put a little bit above this for me, more because of that kind of head thing and just the overall vibe, and just lean a little bit more for me, but it's very close to being towards the top. Value and availability, I think I paid $11.25 for a growler of this all day, son. And leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer? If you like Pilsner, if you like lager, if you like these kind of Italian Pilsners, because really the nose doesn't think or lead you to believe that it's going to be this kind of aggressive kind of Pilsner, but once you dive into that taste, the marrying of that lager yeastiness, the way that comes off with the hops that they use, kind of makes a really fun and tasty little Italian Pilsner. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Pilsner action right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.